Hello, this is Don here at the dump in Fort Collins. We're gonna give you a short video on how a walking floor trailer works and dumping this trash out. So just bear with me. Let's see if I can get this working here. First thing you're gonna do is open the door. Got a truck backed up here with all these birds everywhere. Shit popping everywhere and blowing the fucking tire out. So this is a trash trailer. First thing we're gonna do is unhook this chain. And we're gonna reach this ratchet. We're gonna unratchet this thing. And it's got hooks. They go all the way up to the top. It's 4 hooks. And this is what keeps the door locked. And I'm just going to take this thing and keep ratcheting it until the hooks totally come out. Be mindful not to get hit by anything. Once it's free, grab the chain and pull it right open. Look at that. Isn't that a beauty? Swing the door all the way back. Chain it to the trailer so it doesn't get into the way. Right there. Then we're going to walk back around. Be mindful not to get hit by anything or anybody. Shit's pretty horrid out here. So we're gonna go back to the truck, get the hydraulic pump turned on, PTO. We won't rev it up until we know the floor's working properly. Get more speed out of the RPMs. So what we'll do is, I don't know if you can see, I'll push the clutch in. See my foot? Push the clutch in. Put it in gear so it stops the transmission. Engage the PTO. And the light will come on. And let the clutch slowly out. And then we'll get out. You should be pumping right now, but nothing's engaged in the trailer. So we'll come back here to the trailer. Actually, make sure you check these lines, make sure they're not leaking or anything. Those hydraulic lines right there in the front. Looks like they're all right. Now we'll come back here to this valve. And right here in this valve, we're going to grab this and move it outwards. And if you look closely at the bottom, you'll see the trailer starting to walk. See the boards moving back and forth? It does every other board, then every other board, and then another set of boards. So they're all back and then they all push forward at the same time. Now let's go back here. We'll look at this trash. Look at the trash falling out of there. See? Just keep pushing it out like it's taking a big ass shit. Which it is shit anyway. See, look at that. It's coming right out. And it'll keep walking and keep pushing it out. Boom! That fucker's full. Pardon my French. But this is the dump. There's that big ass loader over there. Smashing up all the trash. So anyway, we'll go back to the truck. And we'll go sit in the truck. This is my truck. Well, one I use. Put my gloves right here so I know where they're at. And we'll just go in here and make myself at home. My nice clean cab. Air conditioning. And make sure we push the trailer, the parking brake in. That way the trailer will move forward when the trash gets pumped up. But what we'll also do too is when that trash starts getting thick back there, what I like to do is pull forward a little bit, just so the trash isn't stacking up heavy and won't catch up underneath the tarp. And then I'll bring my RPMs up to about almost 1,000 RPM. And that'll work the hydraulics faster, which means it moves the floor of the trailer quicker and the trash comes out faster. So you just keep an eye on the mirror and watch the trash fall out. And if you don't see no movement and it's still pumping out, it means you need to pull forward a little bit. Get that big glob of trash to fall down, because it's probably pushing on itself. So we don't want to try to do, we don't want to rip that tarp on the top, because then it'll have a big hole, and the next time the whole trash, you got shit flying out of there and everything else. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and pull forward again a little bit and let all that fall down, and then start it again. Just see that shit falling right out of there. And do it about 4 or 5 times. See how the trash is stacking up high back there? So what I want to do is pull forward again a little bit. There it goes. Give a little bit more room to pump out. And you don't want to get the PTO over 1,000 RPMs, because you're working the pump too hard and that trailer's slamming back and forth. You don't want to fuck up those rams. And the valving will get jacked up, too much pressure. So make sure you keep it about 1,000 or less. When you start out, you want to just do it idle. You make sure everything's moving smoothly and everything before you start putting on power. Make sure the door's open before you start using the floor, because some floors will jam up against the door tight and you can't get it open and you're screwed. Another thing too is the valve on the trailer has a directional valve. For some of them have one way, some of them have a two-way, so you can load inward or you can load outward. And the thing you got to remember is make sure your valve's in the middle, or if you have a two-way valve that goes forward backwards, because what will happen if you engage the valve forward for loading and you don't know about it, and you already got a load of stuff on there, and you start pumping away, and pretty soon you're gonna bust that shit through the front wall of the trailer, and it's gonna come out on the tractor, which I've seen that happen before, and that's not a very good day. See all that shit falling out of there? We'll pull up more so we can get more trash out. And then when we get done towards the end, I'll let it run a little bit, idle up speed and everything, just kind of clean the floor out and stuff. I'm not really required to get in there and sweep shit out and just fucking dump the trash. That's all there is to it. And then when you get done, you do the same thing in reverse. Kick the hydraulic pump out. Make sure the valve's in the middle or pushed in on this trailer so that the floor stops walking. And then close the door and chain it back up. And there you go. But I'll show you this complete process as we go here. Seagull birds are fucking crazy out here. I'll pull up again. I'll turn into the mirror a little bit here so it's a little bit more of the trailer. We'll see how much more is going to fall out of the back. Looks like you still got quite a bit in there yet. I see it poking out the sides. So yeah, you just want to be cautious when you're running this stuff. Pay attention what's going on. Something gets hung up or stuck, you need to know about it right away so you can do something about it. I don't see much more falling out of there now. Pull up some more. The floor is going to keep running with all the fucking PTOs in. Got a little bit of shit. That smaller shit ain't gonna fall out and push against that big stuff, so you gotta move away from it. Bird shit on my mirror. Unless it just happened. Stupid birds. Piss me off. So once it looks like everything's moving out of there, just pull up a little bit out of the way. Stuff coming out still, falling on the ground. So what we'll do now is we'll go ahead and set the brake and we'll kick the cruise on and idle it up to 1,000 so I can get out and look. We can get out and look and see what's going on here. Got my floor mat dirty. So we'll walk back here to the trailer and hear that floor moving. We'll check it out on the inside. Looks like it's got some shit stuck up there in the front, but I'm not gonna go up there and grab it. Trying to move out of there. Last trip I had a power wheel stuck up there and it was holding everything up, so I had to get in there and pull it. That just looks like a little bit of bullshit trash and stuff, so yeah, it's pulling it back in, so we're good. I'm gonna call that. So what we'll do now is I'll go ahead and go ahead and take the cruise off first. Go ahead and take the cruise control off and get the PTO out. Make sure that red light goes off on the dash. And we'll come back here and we'll put this valve back in the middle of the trailer. It's about the easiest way to do it. It relieves all the pressure. I'm just going to sit there and bounce the valve back and forth, in and out, trying to get the right spot. And we'll go over here and unchain this door. Hopefully you guys can see everything. Chain the door and swing it back around. What we'll do now is hook this chain in and get it as tight as you can. So when you go to crank this back up, reverse it, that way it guarantees the hooks are going to get in there. You can see the hooks right there, all the way up to the top. And you just tighten this bitch down until it's all the way threaded in. And that chain just acts as an insurance policy in case something happens to this locking mechanism. And that's it. Make sure the chain's free. And then we'll go back here with some gloves on. Just kind of clean all the rubble and shit out of here so you're not losing it on the road. The last thing we need to do is get a ticket for losing bullshit. And that's it. That's all there is to the trash trailer. The walking floor system. Go back in here to the truck. That's a trash truck. Fucking red valve is gonna pop off again. That's probably why it's not getting enough air, maybe, I don't know. Alright, there you go. That's all there is to it. Dump in the trash. This is Don Ho. I'm out.